You know Gravity, the 2013 film directed by Alfonso Cuarón, starring Sandra Bullock and George Clooney as two astronauts who get stranded in space after a catastrophic collision with a Russian satellite? The movie was a huge hit, winning 7 Oscars and grossing over $700 million worldwide. It also scared the crap out of many people who watched it. But did you know that this is not just a Hollywood fantasy, but a real and growing threat? In this video, we'll explain how the space junk problem is getting worse every day, and how it could trigger a domino effect that would smash all our satellites and end our space age. You better watch this video because it could save your life. Oh come on, it's just satellites, we'll be fine, right? No need to panic. No internet, no funny cat videos, no Netflix. Yeah, that sounds like the end of the world to me. I'm glad we're on the same page. By the way, which one is worse, no funny cat videos or Netflix? I'm really curious, guys, so let me know in the comments section. Now let's move on. Of course, Gravity was just a movie, and reality is not as fast or as flashy as Hollywood makes it out to be. The real story behind the space junk problem is more complex, and it has to do with a phenomenon called Kessler Syndrome. Kessler Syndrome, named after former NASA astrophysicist Donald Kessler, who first proposed it in 1978, is a chain reaction of collisions between orbital technology. Under Kessler conditions, each collision generates a swarm of debris fragments, and each of those fragments goes on to trigger further collisions. In the hypothetical doomsday scenario, this runaway cascade continues until all satellites in an orbit have been destroyed. That would dramatically impact our way of life back on Earth. Think of all the things we rely on satellites for: calling our friends, finding our way, checking the weather, watching our favorite shows. Now imagine losing all of that in a blink of an eye. That's what the space junk problem could do to us. Basically, we would be thrown back to the Stone Age, but with a lot more junk in the sky. Now you might think we're doomed by the space junk apocalypse, but don't freak out just yet. As I mentioned earlier, we have time. Kessler Syndrome is not like the movie where everything goes boom in a flash. It's more like a slow-motion train wreck that lasts for a century. It will take around 100 years for the space debris to reach a critical level where collisions become more frequent and destructive. This is what Kessler himself thinks. He says the space collisions are already happening, but they will accelerate over time. Right now they occur every 10 years on average, but in 20 years they could happen every 5 years. That's worrisome. Fortunately, most of our communication satellites are way up high in the sky where they're safe from the space junk nightmare. But the ones that are closer to Earth are in big trouble. They're surrounded by a bunch of trash that could smash them to bits. We need to stop this mess from getting worse. And the only way to do that is, he says, to start cleaning up space. But how do we do that? Well, there are a lot of crazy ideas out there, from the smart to the silly. For example, we can blast lasers at the junk to either vaporize it or nudge it away. Pew pew pew! That sounds super cool, but wait, there's more. We can also toss nets, harpoons, or magnets at the big stuff to catch it and pull it down. It's like fishing, but in space. And that's not all, we can also wrap giant foam balls around the satellites to make them go slower. It's like giving them a big hug, but with foam. But we're not done yet, we can also attach sails, balloons, or thrusters to the satellites to make them sink lower. It's like sailing, flying, or rocketing, but in space. These methods are cool, but they also have some drawbacks, and they're not easy or cheap to do. But we have to do them because if we don't, we might end up in a situation where we can't go to space anymore because it's too risky or too pricey. And that would suck big time, because space exploration is not only a source of awesome science and innovation, but also a source of wonder. So what can we do as individuals to help stop the space junk disaster? Well, not a lot, to be honest. Unless you're a super rich guy with a rocket company, or a big shot with a space policy, or a genius with a space junk solution, you're pretty much helpless to change the fate of our space environment. But you can do some small things like writing a poem or a song about space debris and its impact on humanity. Yeah, that will really make a difference. You can use your creativity and imagination to express your thoughts and feelings. Maybe you can rhyme debris with please, or space with race. Or you can sing a catchy tune like space junk, what you gonna do? Space junk, it's coming for you. Just kidding guys, I don't think I need to explain, but you can try and tell me if it works. Now let's continue. Learn more about the issues of space debris and why it matters. You can read some articles, watch some videos, or listen to some podcasts that explain the problem and its consequences. You might find some boring facts and opinions that you didn't know before, or didn't want to know. And you can also do your part to act like you're saving the environment and space. You can recycle more, consume less, or switch to renewable energy sources. You might save some pennies and resources and also help delay the inevitable doom of our planet and space. And of course, you can watch some awesome movies like Gravity, because they're fun and exciting, and they might make you care more about space. You can enjoy some unrealistic action, exaggerated visuals, and cheesy drama. You might feel some fake emotions and curiosity about space. I don't know about you, but I am really worried, guys, because I have a dream to go to outer space one day. You know, technology is developing very fast, so space tourism is a real possibility. But there's one problem. I don't want to collide with space junk and die instantly. That would be very tragic. Imagine you spent all that time and money getting ready to experience the outer space and the low-gravity environment. Then a piece of metal came out of nowhere and ruined your trip. Yeah, we really should keep space cleaner. Not only for ourselves, but also for future generations, you know. We don't want to trap them on this planet. We can't leave our garbage behind and create more hazards for ourselves and others. We can't take unnecessary risks and endanger our lives and dreams. We have to be smart and careful when we travel to space. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, there's more fun waiting for you on the channel. We're not just a space channel, we're also doing some stand-up comedy here. Well, not exactly, but you should check it out and see for yourself. And if you need a little guidance, I have a very special video to recommend to you. It's about how a mysterious space anomaly could rip the universe apart and end the world. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, you won't regret it. Just click here to watch it. But before you go, if you liked this video, please show some love by smashing the like button, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to our channel with the bell icon. Trust me, it's not rocket science, but it really helps us a lot. Thanks for watching, see you soon with more awesome space videos.